Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Barber, back again. It is 9 o'clock. It's Monday. I want to say today is the 21st of March, 2022. Just dropped my son off at school. I'm on my way to the barbershop. And I was having a good discussion with my son about what it takes to be responsible, and when you have obligations and you have commitments, you have responsibilities. I feel like that's very important to discuss with him because I don't operate like you would say like an average person would. And what I mean by average is someone that a lot of the people I know, they work for a company. They they wake up, they go clock in, they do their job, they clock out, they go home. I don't operate like that, and I haven't operated like that for the past 20 years. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been a barber for a long time, and I've have aspirations on doing more. And with that, it's just I don't operate like a regular person. So that's what I was explaining to him. But even being a parent, when you're in a relationship, when there's more than one person involved, right? That's when it's one of those things where you have to take into consideration the other people that you made a commitment to, whether it's, like I said, your children, your partner, your business associates, your employees, whatever it may be that involves other people. And I told him it's the same thing about when you accomplish stuff. Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because we want things, but then we forget that those things are going to require our time, our energy, our money, maintenance, all that kind of stuff. Whether, like I said, it applies to relationships, it applies to, your dream car, your dream house, all that, and I've touched on it before. I just think it's important that people understand that, you can't, it's hard from being single, right? You're a single person, you're a man, a woman, and you're single, and you just do stuff like, I'm good, I'm doing this for me, I don't have to answer to nobody, I don't have to do stuff for nobody else. But then when you're in a relationship, now you have a partner that you have to take into consideration. You have to know what they like, what they don't like. You have to know how they view the world, what their plans are, all that kind of stuff. Like, you have to take into consideration. And being in a relationship takes a lot of maintenance, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, especially when we have examples of our parents or other relationships that we base our relationship, our decisions off of. And I know for me, growing up, I didn't have a stable relationship that I can see. That being my mom, even when I was adopted, and my adopted mom was a certified counselor, family counselor, and she got married and she went through a divorce. And and I know that's why sometimes I mention, like, even these experts, their opinions, and yes, they're talented, yes, they're certified and all that, but they're human, and things happen, and what worked for them is not going to work for you all the time. It's not going to work for every relationship. It's not universal law. So even your therapist, your counselor, they get it wrong too. And sometimes it's like, like I always say, Michael Jordan's a great player. I never saw him as a great coach or a great teacher. I studied one of his videos, right? He had a MVP basketball training DVD, and I studied that, and I could tell that Michael Jordan was not a real good teacher. Like, the thing with Michael, Mr. Jordan, I talk to him like he's my friend, right? The thing about Michael, the thing was, he just knew what to do and did it. It's being a teacher and teaching something, it takes skill, it takes talent. You have to understand, and you have to be able to connect with people on different levels, and you have to be able to kind of be like a chameleon and like kind of get into their frequency and their vibration and their understanding, so that you can connect with them and they can, oh, I see what you're doing, and not everybody learns the same. So it's I appreciate teachers very much. So man, there's a lot of 18-wheelers today, and it's drizzling, so that's not good, but regardless, we want to take it slow. But anyway, I just wanted to share all that information. It's about maintaining yourself, your relationship, and your commitment to yourself, but also to your partner. All those things are important. And when you make a commitment to a business, you got to write it out, man. And it's hard. There's some days that, you want to tap out. Some days it's like it's fun. Some days it's and some days you're like, damn, man. Yesterday I was at my shop all day, deep cleaning the shop, sweeping, throwing trash, cleaning mirrors. I mopped like 5 times. I moved all my barber chairs, cleaned up underneath them. I reorganized my station. And that's like one of the first steps when you're trying to operate better. You organize yourself, and you organize your thoughts, and you organize your priorities and all that kind of stuff. Those are the things that I was teaching my son. So I just wanted to, put that out there to YouTube, see if anybody can relate to that and understand that, look, man, whatever it is that you want, go get it. If you believe that it's meant for you, go get it. And if it's meant for you, it's going to be for you, and you'll have it. But understand, when you do get it, you got to be careful, man, because you got to maintain it now. Like I said, it's like buying a big house. You want that dream house, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, you got the big yard. Well, guess what? Now you got to clean up all those bathrooms. Now you got to keep all those rooms clean. You got to keep that nice yard cut and make sure you're taking care of it. And that has to be part of your routine. So unless you got enough money to pay someone else to do it, which I wish we all did, but it's that's how it is in life. It's all about understanding that you got to maintain what you want. Because sometimes, you want to elevate. I personally, myself, I want to elevate to a point where, yeah, man, like, I want to have that much money where I'm able to do that. And it's not for the flex. It's not for I don't care about all that stuff. I don't even care what people think about me, to be honest, because people don't matter to me like that. Not people that are not in my circle, not people that I'm here to serve or to kind of learn from or whatever. Like, if it's just people that are just talking to talk, man, you're never going to make them happy. You don't have control over that, so you can't lose your power of choice. You can't lose your power of thought. You can't lose your power of believing and having faith in yourself to be able to accomplish these things. Because, man, when I was poor, people would make fun of me, and when I had money, people would be like, oh, look, he thinks he's all good now. And what I mean by having money is like, man, a lot of my friends don't make over $100,000 a year. You start making that kind of money, people start looking at you. Yeah, you buy the kind of car you want, or you have the kind of house you want, and people start that's just how people are, man. And I understand that now, and I just let it be. I don't care. Even if I was a millionaire, man, you're not gonna make everybody happy. And my job is not to make anybody happy like that. Like, I don't care about that. All I want to do is live a life where I'm not stressing, man. Like, I want to have the financial freedom to be able to, like, do what I have to do. I want to have health care. I want to take care of my teeth. I want to take care of my eyes. I want to be able to go to the gym and not have to worry about, oh, man, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to pay this, I got to pay that. And it's like that check to check or month to month feeling. I don't want that feeling anymore. Like, I don't mind working. I don't mind working for it. I don't mind sustaining my businesses. I don't mind investing, but I don't want to have to stress, like, oh man, how am I going to eat next week? Or I can't do this, or I can't go here, I can't go there. I don't want to function like that for the rest of my life. So if I got to sacrifice 2 or 3 years of my life to be able to live the rest of my life like that, I'll do it. But I have to have a plan, and I have to understand that if I open, 3 or 4 businesses, guess what? That's 3 or 4 businesses that I have to deal with, depending on how many employees I have per business. I got to deal with, like, why is this car facing the wrong way? That's crazy. Sorry. But yeah, man, it's one of those things to where we have to take into account of all that stuff. Just like in a relationship, When you're in a relationship with your spouse, your girlfriend, your fiance, your boyfriend, whatever it is, you have to understand that you have to maintain that relationship. It's like a plant. You got to water it, you got to nurture it. You can't just be like, oh, just forget about it. It's like having a pet. You have your dogs. Your dogs, they love you. They're gonna love you, but you have to take care of them. You have to bathe them. You have to feed them. You have to take them to go get their shots. Make sure you're doing their checkups and all that. That's called maintenance. All those kind of things. In a business, you gotta maintain your barbershop, maintain your business, maintain your car. You gotta check the oil. You gotta check the radiator. You gotta check all that maintenance. Everything requires maintenance. So once you understand that, man, life is gonna be a lot better because but also making time to do it and keeping everything in priorities and keeping everything in perspective. It's that's the part of being an adult. That's what it is, man. So hopefully this helps somebody. And I really, me personally, I pray a lot every day, every night. I thank God. I'm grateful for what I have, for everything, the obstacles, the blessings, everything, because God had a plan before I had my plan. God already had a plan for me, and His plan, surpasses my plan, and it's all good. It's okay. I'm good with that. But sometimes, yeah, man, I realize how selfish I can be. I realize how foolish I can be. I realize that social media and YouTube and all this other stuff, also, if I'm not careful on what I allow to go in my brain, it also makes a big effect in my life, and I don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times where I compare where I'm at in my life to other people, and I'm like, man, and that's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. You don't never want to compare yourself to anybody else, because you never know what their story is. You don't know who's helping them. You don't know how they may be further in one area and be completely empty in another. You know what I'm saying? Or completely behind in another. Trust me, some people, I look at them and I'm like, man, that dude has a nice house, a nice car, and then when I talk to them in person, unhappy, very unhappy. They want more. They're not grateful for what they have. They just want more, and they're achievers, but they're missing out the true essence of what love is, what mercy is, what happiness is, that fulfillment. They're not getting that, but they're addicted to the acceptance of people. They're addicted to the endorphins of people liking their posts and people liking them online and people liking what we call their avatar, because people can change who they want to be, and they just show you what they want you to see. They don't show you everything. They don't show you the bad side of things. They want you to. They're all salesmen. They're all actors when it comes to that. I'm not saying everybody's that way. I'm saying, like, the people that function like that, that's what they are, man. And they don't understand that they have a purpose in this world. So they want to pursue their selfish ways and try to live the way, the algorithm is telling you how to live. People are like, man, I got to make 7-second videos. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to jump on this trend. I got to do that. And it's like, bro, you're letting a robot control you. And that's just how I see it. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm just saying I realize that, so I don't want to compare myself to anybody else, because I don't know what's going on in their life 100%. And some people that I do know, that they live their life with the camera in their face, in their children's face, all day, every day. And I don't really feel like they're happy. I feel like they're living a life that someone told them that they're like, hey man, if you live this life, man, people are gonna like you. People are you're gonna grow your following. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have that. And it's like, I don't know if they're being deceived. From my perspective, I feel like they bought into a lie. But that's just my opinion. So I don't know. And I don't sit down with these people and ask them. So sometimes that also making assumptions of people, that's not healthy. It's never healthy to make assumptions of people. I know that. But So that's why it's like, you know what, you have to be mindful of your thoughts and mindful of that, and just say, you know what, man, I have no control over that. That has nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna do what's best for me, and I want to be true to myself, because that's how God created me, and I'm gonna honor God and do what's right because it's the right thing to do. So either way, man, hopefully this helps somebody, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and you know, may God be with you, man. May God give you the strength to endure. May God give you the wisdom to make smarter decisions. And may God give you the love that you can share with other people, because we all need love, man. And I know a lot of people are against love, but I'm like, look, man, without love, nothing else matters. Without God, nothing else matters. The cars, the house, all that, you ain't taking it with you to the other side, for sure. And that's what we forget sometimes. I'm not saying not to be successful. I'm not saying not to chase your dreams. I'm not saying to be the best version of you. I'm not saying none of that. But if you're doing it so you can sit on the throne, you better check yourself, bro. Because God will humble you in a heartbeat. God will humble you in a heartbeat. He's humbled me many times. Many times. And I'm grateful for it. So, y'all stay blessed. And y'all stay faded.